What is up, guys? This is Limits bringing more live Clash of Clans content. We are currently in war, and I was going to go ahead and do a war review of what's been going on so far. It's been a pretty lackluster performance for both teams. Everybody is struggling to get some stars. The problem with our clan currently is that our Town Hall 9s are very underdeveloped. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of show some of our Town Hall 9s. Actually, I should probably stop because there's going to be traps. And if the enemy team checks out the YouTube, they'll see all of our traps. Okay, so we're not going to do that. We're going to go ahead and just kind of review some of the attacks here. Red Bull had a heartbreaker. Our number one versus their number one. Going for the 2-star. He is going to be using a Go Wee Wee. And Red Bull has max heroes, which always helps. And looking at this base, the walls are not that intimidating, so it doesn't look that scary, and it kind of looks like we should have had an easy 2-star here, but you'll see that Red Bull is very unfortunate in this attack. He drops a rage right here on his heroes and his wizards, right into big bombs, and loses pretty much a large chunk of his army. And what's going to happen from there is that this base is one of those open bases where half of his army is going to sweep to the south and the other half is going to sweep to the north. Thankfully, his queen is going to be disciplined and stay right there next to the core, and she will be a hero here and pretty much finish off that town hall. But all good things have to come to an end. She's going to be targeted by the Inferno, walk up after the Royal Cloak, and be targeted by a whole bunch of defenses and the opposing queen, and that's going to shut down the attack for a 49%, just shy of the 52-star. On our end, we have had a nice defense here. This one was kind of confusing because the opponent here is going to use an earthquake to open up that section and lure the clan castle, but he decides to take quite some time luring this clan castle. As you can see, I'm speeding it up a lot here, and he's just going to be dropping a poison on a lava hound, not after it exploded, and just kind of, throwing some archers, and then deciding to, for whatever reason, just go in and start the attack. And so that's when the lava hound is going to explode here and pick off a whole bunch of these wizards before finally getting cleaned up. And by the time this attack kind of takes off, all he really has left are these golems and his heroes, and his heroes' levels aren't really that powerful. They're not even 20, they're just both 16. So as you can see here, he drops a rage, and the rest of his wizards are going to run right into that big bomb, and that leaves him with just the golems and the 2 heroes. But for whatever reason, because that rage spell, the way the golems are going, and the explosion of the golems, the town hall here is going to drop with the hero's abilities, and the other team is going to pick up a 1-star, very sloppy with a low percentage. So with this lackluster performance in war, I'm going to go ahead and try and show you guys at least some quality. As you guys know, I am trophy pushing currently, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys one of the defenses on my base. This was just not too long ago. And usually my base gets hit by the queen on that top left side or at the very bottom. In this, I'm going to be getting hit from the top, which is really rare. This is actually kind of entertaining for me to watch because I never see my base get attacked this way. And he does a great job of kind of funneling. And this is pretty scary right here when you see 3 P.E.K.K.A.s and 2 high hero levels coming in all at once. Thankfully, I had quite a few clan castle troops in there. I had a whole bunch of wizards. They're going to stall and defend. They end up killing that king. And from there, the way my base is just kind of laid out, the P.E.K.K.A. and that side of the army split to the left, and the queen and the other half split to the right. So my base is looking pretty good right now, and I'm going to be able to hold off this attack fairly easy. In fact, he's not even going to give me the 40% shield, but that doesn't matter because I welcome all the attacks I can right now. It is mainly how I'm getting my trophies at this point because I'm not active enough to keep attacking consistently to be gaining trophies. So I'm going to go ahead and speed this up. That archer will fall just short and just get 39%. And one last thing I wanted to show you guys was an attack earlier that I did. This is a standard go wipe on a max Town Hall 9. The walls are not maxed or anything, but as you can see right here, I'm going to be go wiping from the right and sweeping to the left. Now this worked out pretty well for me. I had a very good idea of how this base was laid out. I've seen it quite a few times in war. It's a little poorly designed, but I had the idea that they're trying to do something similar to what they saw on YouTube. So what I do here is I create my funnel, and I'm going to place a very critical jump spell right here, and this opens up the compartments to all the bases. And I think one of the reasons I had a lot of success on this base is simply because all these defenses are so spread out that when you go wipe all the single target defenses, only 2 or 3 are hitting a golem or a peck at a time, to the point that go wipe is just very effective because there's not a cluster of DPS going on a single unit. So as you can see here, my P.E.K.K.A.'s all walked up to the top, which is something I did not anticipate. I probably should have held off one, but I'm going to give some more wizards down here for support, and my king ventured into the middle where I'm going to use the rage ability, and that is going to clear the town hall out for me and pretty much end this expo issue that I have. And the P.E.K.K.A.s up here are still doing work. They're just about dead. They're finally going to take a fall. I still have one more P.E.K.K.A. clear up there at the top and a golem, but the queen is almost full health. I still have her royal cloak ability, and what I thought was the most impressive thing about this was I only used a jump spell. I didn't have to use my freezes or my rage or my poison. It did help also that both his heroes were non-existent in this attack, but there is 14 trophies for me, and I'm closer to champions. So I'm going to check one more time really quickly to see if we have anything live going on in war. Looks like there's nothing new, but like I said, it is just a lackluster performance. Total destruction is at 36.25%. It is awful. If you guys have a strong Town Hall 9, please request to get in here. If you have the war capabilities, we will gladly take you. It is a real struggle in our Town Hall 9 department, and we are really looking for active members. So go ahead, check us out, and I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will have more on the war recap tomorrow.